Hola everybody! Welcome back to my channel. So today, I'm getting a little strong. No, I'm not. We're going to be doing something a little bit different for our recipe. I'm actually going to be showing you how to make raw loaded vegan nachos. I have been experimenting a little bit more with raw foods just to see how my body feels when I'm consuming more raw foods than cooked foods. I wanted to see if I would gain a deeper connection between my mind, body, and spirit, because when I initially went plant-based, I definitely experienced that, and I'm definitely experiencing that even deeper going to eating a majority of raw foods, and it's been a journey to see how it makes me feel. So that being said, I just wanted to show you guys a fun raw recipe and show you how delicious raw foods can be, because quite honestly, I've been impressing myself with how much I've been enjoying the different raw recipes that I've been creating. So today, as I said, we're making raw loaded nachos. To do that, we're actually gonna make a walnut taco meat, and then we are gonna make a cashew-based queso sauce and top that off with a pineapple pico de gallo. And we are gonna serve these in a bell pepper nacho. So I'm gonna be making some little nacho boats out of these to pack in a really nice crunch and sweetness that I think is gonna pair perfectly with our spicy nacho Mexican flavors. So I'm very excited about this recipe. I'm excited to eat it. My tummy's ready to eat it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and I hope y'all will keep watching. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we are gonna get a food processor, and we're gonna go ahead and make our walnut taco meat. So you're gonna take 1 cup of walnut and go ahead, just toss those in the food processor, and then we're gonna add 1 clove of garlic, toss that in, and now we're gonna take taco seasoning, and we're gonna sprinkle in about a tablespoon of this, a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a teaspoon of ground cumin, and then a teaspoon of salt. Come on, salt. Oh, it's not open. That will help. Then you're just gonna go ahead and give that a little blend.
Alright y'all, so we're just gonna blend this until it's created a meal. It should be loose and dry just like this. And now we're gonna go ahead and add a half a tablespoon of hot sauce. Now this is just gonna give it some moisture so that we're not just eating basically a dry nut dust. I don't think that's a real word, but it is today. So we're gonna just blend that, and you're gonna see that it's gonna kind of stick together a little bit more like this, and you want it to be this texture where it kind of sticks together when you squeeze it between your fingers. Now we're gonna set that aside, and we're gonna go ahead and get started on our queso, starting with a half a cup of cashews that have been soaked for at least 3 hours, but overnight is preferable. And then you're gonna go ahead and blend that with 1 tablespoon of diced raw onion, 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast, that's going to give us our cheesy flavor, a half of a lemon juiced, a 1-inch thick piece of jalapeno, and 1 teaspoon of sea salt. Now we're going to add 1 edge of a bell pepper for some sweetness. You can use orange, red, or yellow. And then we're going to add a 1/3 of a cup of a non-dairy milk. I'm using coconut milk here. Now go ahead and just blend that up until it reaches a nice creamy texture. It should look like queso, just like this. See how it's nice and smooth and creamy. Now we're going to make our pineapple pico de gallo, starting with 2 tomatoes. You're going to go ahead and dice those up, add it to a bowl. we're gonna do a half of a yellow onion diced, 1/4 of a whole fresh pineapple, or about a half a cup of pineapple diced if you're not using a fresh one, and then 1/2 of a lime juiced. Then we're gonna add about a 1/2 inch thick piece of jalapeno. You just wanna really mince this as small as you can so you don't eat any big chunks of it. And then we're gonna do about a 1/2 cup or just a handful really of cilantro, and we're gonna go ahead and just chop that up. And then we're gonna do about a teaspoon of sea salt. And then you can go ahead and mix up your pineapple pico de gallo. It is so beautiful, colorful. I love the pop of yellow in there in addition to a regular pico. And that's all set. We're gonna set that aside and we're gonna go ahead and create our little nacho boats. You're just gonna cut off the edges of your bell peppers. I'm using 3 bell peppers, an orange one, a red one, and then I'm also going to be using a yellow bell pepper. You see how these are just the perfect shape to be able to fit little fillings in them. And now we're going to go ahead and assemble.
Alright guys, so everything is prepped and we're going to go ahead and make one of our little raw vegan nachos and go ahead and give it a taste. So we're just going to take one of the little nachos we made. I'm going to do an orange one. You see the shape, how that is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out with our walnut meat, and we're just gonna put a little spoon of it into our little nacho. I'd say probably like a tablespoon of it. So you see that in there, it really looks like taco meat. And then we're gonna go ahead and put our delicious vegan queso on. We're just gonna pour some of that on top. You can see how much I put. So such a pretty color. And then last but not least, you know, we gotta put our pineapple pico on top. It is so beautiful. All right, we're gonna go ahead and give it a taste. I'm excited. Oh my god. Yo. It's so good, like even way better than I imagined it would be. I've made raw vegan tacos before, but not nachos like this. These are amazing. So y'all need to make sure that you try these out at home. You will not regret it. It's raw, but it's delicious, and I know it's gonna be filling too. So go ahead and do the same thing that I just did with the rest of your little pepper pieces. Please try this recipe. I promise you'll enjoy it. And make sure that if you like this video to please subscribe to my channel, comment, like, just spread the love. Make sure that you all follow me on my food Instagram page, which is @thelocalcoco_, where I post even more delicious plant-based recipes and food ideas. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Peace.